What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Big Brother Season 16. Oh, God. Episode
30 and 31.
30 and 31. There we go. There we go. Somebody's on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I never remember this? Because I'm the best. That's
Because you're old.
Whoa! I'm your host, Dom. With me is my co-hosts, Erika.
Hello.
And Luke Skywalker.
Welcome to Big Brother.
So, what's up, guys?
Another day in paradise.
Yeah, living the dream?
The best I can, making money. Every man's
Wish I could
dream,
do
or
that.
everybody's dream. Wish I had $1 million.
Yeah, don't we all? $1 million is not that much anymore. It really isn't.
No,
It'd be
How
nice
does
to
that thing-
have. I'm
Please,
not
I'm
saying
thrilled.
that, but it's not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things anymore.
no.
How did that thing go? I wish I was a baller. I wish I was
A little
Taller.
bit taller.
taller. I wish I had a girl on the phone I could call her.
Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat. And a 64 Impala. Yeah.
We
So-
keep going. We'll get content ID flags. So.
Yeah, right?
15 seconds is all you get.
Right. So, for those of you guys that are watching that usually tune in on Mondays, notice we did not have a podcast up. We kind of made the ultimate decision that not a whole lot happens on the Sunday show, so we're going to combine the Sunday and the Wednesday show and talk about both at the same time. Drop us down to 2 nights a week instead of the 3. Just not a whole lot happens in the last 2 episodes to fill up an entire show. So, starting with Sunday's episode, which I barely remember anymore.
It was boring.
Beast Mode Cowboy won head of household after an exasperating but pressuring HOH Sloppy the Snowman competition of endurance. He won it out, and he nominated Nicole and Christine for eviction.
Right, and Christine had gave Nicole some tips in the middle of the competition.
So that's what made Christine go up on the block, because they
Right.
could see they were like communicating and stuff. And I think Frankie and Cody and Caleb kind of noticed that, pointing it out and stuff.
So, why do you think Nicole was it? Yeah, or what? Christine? No, Nicole. Why? So Nicole helped Christine. That's what it was. So Nicole helped Christine out.
Yeah.
And the whole house started thinking that Nicole and Christine are working together. Do you think they overreacted?
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit of overreaction and a little bit of paranoia. At this point in the game, it's towards the end of the season. We're getting close to finale, and we're getting close to crowning the winner. So I think everybody at this point in the Big Brother house is now paranoid of how their gameplay is going and how they're thinking of making really big moves, because now we're getting to the edge of your seat excitement. I mean, right now Big Brother is turning from dramatic to watching a thriller.
See, I'm about
It's
the
like-
opposite.
It's
with
it's
these.
like, I mean, I think it's like edge of your seat excitement. I mean, what do you mean the opposite, Erica?
As the season winds down, you get into like the final 6, final 5. Every episode just becomes more boring than the last, because it's just like, okay, well, this person's gonna win head of household. Okay, well, they're gonna put up these 2 people. This person's gonna win. This person's gonna go back up. This person's gonna get evicted. Oh, look, that exact thing happened. Next week, this person wins. They're gonna put up these 2. This person's gonna go home. Oh, look, that happened. It's not exciting.
The real
It's
excitement,
not-
I think, comes down to who actually wins the head of household. I think that's really the only excitement that's left at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know something, though? I think the backdooring game is now over. I mean, nobody's really talking about backdooring anyone anymore. I mean,
It's too risky now.
it is
What do you mean
too
they're not
risky.
talking about it? Tonight's whole episode, they
No, no.
talked about backdooring Frankie.
Yeah, but that hasn't come into play, because remember, the reason why that plan went out the back door was because Nicole pointed out to Derek that, she said that Dan Giesling was the most powerful player in the game, and she said that if he went to the end with her, then she said he would have no way of winning over me. Isn't that what she said? Because it showed a flashback from...
No, she said she would vote for Derek. He's playing the best game in the house, and compared him to Dan Giesling. Didn't say anything about wanting him out of the house.
Oh, okay.
Derek just assumed that if what she said got around and word spread and that he's basically the Dan Giesling of the house, that he's going to be a big target.
That's basically what she's pointing out. She's like, he's the Dan Giesling this season.
Right, and he is. He really
is.
is.
You know something?
He's very intelligent.
I want Derek to make it to the end. I want him to win this. Him, or I want to see either him and I want to see either Derek and Cody or Derek and Caleb in the final two. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I want.
I would rather see Derek win, but knowing the way things have always worked, and this season, you know, they can't think for themselves. They can't get an original thought out their butt if they tried. So
it's a running trend though the past few seasons. But
yeah, the last 5 or 6 seasons, you know, ever since Dan Giesling season 10, it's been the same thing over and over, the same ideas, the same gameplay. You know, a group of players will dominate the house and they'll run all the way until they all make it to the end. And then it's always a group of guys with one token female. And then that girl gets kicked out, which is Christine. Then once they're in the finals, then they decide among themselves who's going to be final 2 or final 3. You know,
Derek, Cody, and Caleb.
And then once they decide the final 3, then whoever wins the competition wins. And it's not even up to the jury, because it's just like our presidential elections. You're voting for somebody. You're not necessarily voting for the best person, but you're voting for somebody.
Well, yeah, but but even though as much as we want to see, who do you think is going to make it at this point to the end?
See, I think the problem is with Derek, Cody, and Caleb, if the 3 of them do make it to the end, I don't see Derek outlasting Caleb and Cody, both of them, in the competition.
So
I think Derek is going to end up getting eliminated. It's going to be Caleb and Cody if it comes down to those 3.
And
but I don't see Caleb, Cody, and Derek making it to the final 3. I don't see that happening.
If Derek makes it through this double eviction, then I think he'll be in the final 3.
100%. I think Derek's best chance is Derek, anybody in the house, and Victoria.
Yeah, you know,
that's the only way to secure that Derek will 100% be there.
But at this point, you guys aren't getting paranoid, right? Like, of who wins and who doesn't. Like, that you're not really...
No.
It's not... Who wins right now.
It's not that big a deal anymore. I mean, they get to a point where they've kicked out all the people that aren't them, and so it doesn't matter who wins. Because none of the people that I wanted to win are even in the house anymore.
Oh, okay. But what about Derek? I thought you guys wanted Derek, or, you know...
Out of the entire Bomb Squad group, Derek would be the best choice to win, because he's played the best game.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
I don't want Derek to win, but same token, he has played the best game and deserves to win. Wanting and deserving are two completely different. And thinking who's going to win are all 3 completely different things.
Well, who do you want to win?
Zach.
Okay, I knew that was coming. Let's 86 the jury members, please. Come on, Dom, I'm being serious.
No, seriously, out of all 16 house guests, who would you have rather to win the game? Not counting people have been evicted. I mean, yeah, people have been evicted already, if that don't matter. Yeah. Who would you rather seen win, really?
That's who I wanted to win. I wanted Zach to win.
See?
I guess out of who's left in the house, who do I want to win? I want Victoria to win.
See,
because it's never going to happen. It would be the biggest upset in Big Brother history if Victoria won.
Yeah, I mean, you know something, that would be I would be completely stoked. Like talk about expect the unexpected.
Can you imagine if it ends up being, for whatever reason, it ends up being Derek and Victoria, and somehow Victoria won over Derek? Do you imagine that upset?
What a finale that would be, right?
That would be awesome.
That
would be awesome, but that would be like, I would be stoked. I really would be stoked.
Oh my god, I'm just laughing thinking about how horribly amazing that would be.
Guys, we're living in a fantasy right now. We obviously know that that's never going to happen. No. Nobody would vote for Victoria.
It's not Actually, that's not true.
You really don't.
They don't think about, they don't think about the person so much as they think about, how they got there and how they talk,
Right.
And what they wanted to do. And it's, oh.
They usually vote based on how the people play the game, and Derek has played the best game in the house.
Yeah.
No doubt.
He's a beast. I mean, next to Beast Mode Cowboy, he's the Beast Mode Police Sergeant.
Yep. How do you think the house is going to react when they find out he's been a police officer this whole time?
Because he's kept it all season, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to make him a target if they find out, because they'll think he's very, because being a police sergeant, like I've said, he has a very particular set of skills out of everybody in the house. So, I mean, if they were to find out he was a police sergeant, then odds are he's going to make himself a target.
Right.
I mean, right now, do you think everybody was being a little overreacting over what Frankie was whispering to Christine? I mean, do you think they were kind of making a big deal out of that after Christine won the veto?
There's not a whole lot of action going on in the house right now, so they kind of have to turn every little thing that they can into drama.
Yeah, it's like microscopic.
To get some kind of action going on.
Because microscopically, that's what they have to do.
I mean, it gets so boring in that house. Can you there's no TV to watch. Like, what are the comforts that you do in your home when you're bored? You go on the internet, you watch TV. All stuff that they can't do.
Everything.
There's no books. They get like maybe the Bible, right?
They don't even get to go outside.
Except in the backyard.
Well, like even then, like I think it's usually like 9 to 12 hours a day the back door is locked because the production and the crew is out there working.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so, bring in for the competitions and stuff. Like it literally takes them couple of hours to get that all set up.
Right.
Yeah, they build it all, and then they have to build it, bring it in, and assemble it. So
you know what really got me curious? Not to get off subject, but last season during that when the whole house was full of balloons during that competition that they had, I forgot which one it was. How did they get that many balloons in there? Like, how do you think they would do that? Did they call everybody to the HOH room? Did they? It kind of makes me.
They pulled everybody outside.
Lockdown works both ways. They can lock you in the house. They can lock you out of the house.
Wait a minute, did they come in from outside from the backyard, or did they come in downstairs from the HOH room? I think that they came downstairs from the HOH room.
They've got like 5 or 6 different doors to get into that house. From production. There's the main front door, there's a diary room, there's a storage room, there's HOH bedroom, there's usually one in the extra room. It's that orange hexagonal room.
Yeah, the second HOH room.
Yeah. Well, that's like the second room. It's different every year, but
right.
Different looking every year, but
yeah, I would really
but
I would really like to just walk inside the Big Brother house and just feel what it's like to be in that house.
You would be Ian. You would be crawling under the couches.
That would be me. I would so be Ian, because I'd be like, oh my god, am I really in the Big Brother house? Like that would be me if I were in that house. I'd be like, I'm actually in the Big Brother house. Oh my god, is this real? Am I really here?
Yeah.
At some point, I just have a funny feeling at some point. I know Ian was mentioned maybe a couple of times this season. I don't remember, but I guarantee you, if they brought Rachel's sister into the house, they're going to bring Ian's younger brother into the game.
Could be. A few years from now. Yeah, I can see that.
No, I give it next year. Next year's twist is going to be that. You know what? I'd love to see that. I'd love to see Ian's brother get a key.
I would love to see maybe like a all-relative season of house members.
I would love. You know what? That was supposed to be this season, but then I think it dropped. There was rumor that it was going to be an all-relative season.
And then they could bring Zach back since he's Amanda Zuckerman's cousin.
Right.
I mean, that would be odd if they really were cousins, because in a way, even though they're not really cousins, I could see a family resemblance.
That still cracked me up all the way out the door. That he still had people believing that. Up when they were accusing him of being the saboteur, they're like, and he's Amanda Zuckerman's cousin. And it goes, it all makes sense. I just fucking lost it.
He didn't deny it. He didn't deny it too.
Right. So okay, so we had the veto competition tonight, which was basically it was tailor fit for the Bomb Squad. It was Looney Tunes Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner themed Acme kind of products going around. Instead of Acme, it was BB, and they had to cut wires to basically disarm bombs. And were you guys trying to keep the sequence going when you were watching it and trying to?
I got the last one.
Nice.
The last one was red with black stripes.
Right. So were you guys able to keep up all the way through, or
just at the end?
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty bad at those things.
That would be a tough one for me. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that would be a tough one for me.
The only one that I didn't get, which I can't say for sure that I would have failed, was the one where it ended up being the yellow wire, and it was which one of these is in the middle of the sequence. I had followed through all the way up to that point, and I was still trying to figure it out in my head when they cut the wire. So I can't say for sure if I would have failed that one or not, because I just ran out of time due to editing, but they obviously had more time there in person than I would have at home watching. So I can't say for sure I would have failed there, but all the other ones, including the ones after that, I nailed. So I think I would have been all right on that one.
Yeah.
I kind of had to do what Nicole did, though, and kind of like make up a little jingle in my head.
I thought that was kind of creative.
Yeah. Were you guys surprised that Cody was the first one out?
Kind of. I don't know, but
Cody lost to Victoria.
Oh, right. Yeah, he couldn't believe that. You know, he was like, what? I mean, did you see the way he just stood there stunned?
Well, they didn't really know what to expect from the bomb going off anyway.
Yeah, so it was like he got all that. It explodes like right in your face. I mean, would you be like dreading that if you're like, uh-oh, is it going to explode all over me? Or how would you feel if that paint got all over you?
That would have been fine.
I mean, I would have been fine too, but, you know, it's like you know it's coming, but you just don't know when. I mean, I think it's really cool. I think they made it kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a Nickelodeon type thing, you know? Nickelodeon.
So...
Doesn't exist anymore, for the record, I don't think.
What, Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Well, doesn't it?
I think it's still there.
Okay, but back on topic.
Isn't SpongeBob SquarePants still in the air?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it is.
So. I mean, it's a Viacom show. Not like they're going to cancel it.
It's true. It's true. And Nickelodeon's come a long way from what it was when we were young.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the next one out was it Victoria? I think she was third out, wasn't she? I don't even remember who the second person out was.
It was Victoria, I think, and then Nicole, wasn't it Nicole? It was Nicole, Victoria,
Beast Mode.
Beast Mode.
And then Derek and Nicole at the same time.
Derek and Nicole. Then Derek and Nicole blew up, and then it was Christine.
Derek obviously knew which wire to cut. He claims he claims to have a photographic memory, which he very well might. But he chose to throw it because he didn't want to get his hands dirty.
He didn't want to get blood on his hands, as they put it in the house.
Right. So, in his position, would you have thrown it, or would you have waited one more round to see if Nicole got knocked out? Because if Nicole got knocked out, then you could have still thrown it to Christine if that's what you wanted to do. But if Nicole won, I guess it doesn't matter in that case.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if he wanted to still win it over Christine, for whatever reason, he had that option as well. But maybe he didn't want to come down to that option. I don't know. It just seemed weird. Were you guys surprised that Derek threw it when he threw it, or do you think he should have gone further?
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him gone further, but you know what? I wouldn't want to get any blood on my hands, so maybe I would have thrown it as well, because I want to be safe for another week at least, you know?
I wouldn't have to throw competitions because I would just legitimately lose.
Well, okay, come on now. Don't put yourself down, Erika.
No, there's some competitions that I wouldn't do. Like that one that Beast Mode won, that Chris Goad up track where you have to slide back and forth. Well, it's different every year, but yeah. That thing, if I came out and I saw that was the competition, then I would have to look and see what the little thing is on the side, what that prize is. And if that prize ain't worth it, I would just sit out. I don't care if it's HOH, veto, what. That
You would be a huge target.
Yeah, you would. I mean,
So?
you're really willing to make that big move.
These
Make
people
yourself
bust their
target.
asses and they'd be like, "Oh, you sat on the sidelines. You're going on the block."
Yeah, you're screwed, basically.
I don't think they would blow up their own game enough to actually decide to do that. You know, if you're going into this game and you know that you're going to put Nicole up on the block and you know you're going to put, you know, whoever else beside him. What the hell? But then right there, Frankie decided he was going to sit out. They wouldn't be like, "No, Frankie, you're going home now." No, they would still send home Nicole.
They would, because like Caleb said, Nicole is still the main target this week, and right now our focus is to get her out of this house.
Yeah, but on the same token, with all the drama that these people create in the house to entertain themselves, I could totally see like Caleb being like, "I busted my ass. I basically injured my knee to the point I can't walk, and you couldn't even stay in the competition or chance." Yeah, I don't know. I totally
It's
see.
not my fault. I've seen this show before.
Yeah,
I know what this competition does.
Yeah.
You know
No.
what's
See,
gonna happen?
next time you'll know better.
See, what would be a smarter idea is to discuss with the house, be like, "Here's the thing, let's all try, and whoever ends up being in the lead, if they have a significant enough lead, the rest of us just all back out, so we preserve ourselves, we save ourselves, so we're still fresh for the rest of the competitions and we're not injured for them." If you word it that way, instead of just sitting out on the sidelines and deciding that is the best move on your own, you're probably going to be a target. But if you talk it out and you tell everybody this is why we should do that, you'll be less of a target. So
I just do like they did earlier. I'm throwing this competition. You're on your own, Frankie. And just sit out and watch him win.
Good. Yeah, exactly. So Derek, going back to the last week, Derek won the $5,000, 5,000 hollows. What do you guys think of the punishment there? And it's clearly not Frankie's voice. What it is apparently it's a pre-recorded, somebody from production pre-recorded with like 15 different messages that they keep playing at random or something.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know why they're doing it this way, because it's not even part of the competition, but they're yelling back at them every time.
Right.
It's like all it is, they just play this thing over and over. But yeah, every time they're like, "Can I get a holla?" He yells back at them. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not just him, it's anybody that's in the room.
Right.
Luke, let me hear your best holla.
Hey, Derek, can I get a holla? That's quite
yeah.
random.
I'd probably yell back too, just for some kind of entertainment in the house. Like,
I would do it a few times. I mean, not saying I would never do it, but...
Well, did you see Derek when he was in the shower? He's just like... He was not amused. He's just...
No, he wasn't.
Now, what would be funny is you said that you would play this entire game being silent. And so now up here, day 70-something, this
71.
thing starts yelling, "Can I get a holla?" And then the first words you yell back are, "Holla!"
Yeah, play the game completely silent. But you know what? No, I would be silent for 4,999 of them. I would count them. And on the very last one is when I would do it.
Yeah, I could see you doing that, Dom. I really could.
I would 100% do that. So I think Derek actually saved himself from drawing attention when he volunteered to be a have-not. Do you think that was a smart play for him?
I think it works with these people.
I think it works.
I don't know, these people that are left are not very smart.
Right. I heard that even though they had the have-nots in place and whatnot, that they still gave them Gatorade after that competition, right? Is that true?
I think so. I think I read something on that.
Because they were so dehydrated after the snowman competition?
Yeah.
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 They do, medical stuff like that. Like, even though it's not medicine, it's still like you rest, you give them whatever they need.
Right. What if somebody in the house just like refused to eat whatever they're like? I wouldn't eat that pig snot crap, whatever it was.
That's what slop is for.
I'd rather eat Big Brother slop, in all honesty.
So the slop is still an option. That's still
yeah.
there.
Naturally, that's the signature have not food.
Slop is always an option, and it's
if you're not on slop.
Yeah, you can still eat slop. If you choose to, you're not a have not. You can still eat slop. There's no one ever does it because it tastes nasty.
That would be the first thing I did if I was not a have-not in the house. The first thing I'd do on first night is I would eat slop.
First night, go in there, crack out the... I don't even know if slop is out on the first night.
I really want to know what Big Brother slop tastes like. I mean, I like oatmeal, so... I mean, I grew up loving oatmeal, but... I mean...
It's the different kind of oatmeal. They call it... What is it? Scotsman's oatmeal, or...
It's not Quaker oats.
No, it's not. It's not the rolled oats. It's the crunchy nugget oats.
Right. Do they still allow you to mix different things with that? Because I know for one of the seasons that you could mix it with like
sugar.
Yeah, different things. They were making like pancakes out of them and different things.
Unless they changed it this year for some reason, you're allowed slop, all condiments. Ketchup, mustard, salt, pepper, whatever, and you're allowed water and whatever the special bonus prize is for that week.
Right. So, like, what if you need an egg to make like a cake out of slop? Can you do that?
No.
Is an egg considered a condiment?
They've always gotten around that by you can go to the diary room and ask production for an egg and say, I'm going to do this. I want an egg, and they'll give you permission to grab an egg, or two, or however many you say. But
okay,
it's not like you can just grab it,
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. So the original plan tonight was when Christine won the power veto, won the competition, that they were going to talk about backdooring Frankie. Did you guys think that this was something plausible that they would have actually done, or did you know for sure that they were putting Victoria up in her place?
Like Erika and I have said, and I know you've said it before, Dom, that did we not say this before, Erika, that production and editors will always make you think that that's their main plan, even though their really main target is Nicole, but naturally, Caleb is going to go with his gut instinct and put Victoria up as a pawn. That's what I thought.
Well, this was slightly more than just production and editing, because they legitimately want Frankie out of the house. But every time it comes a chance to do it, they chicken out. Yeah. So I will still say that they won't do it.
Do you think it was a smart move on Caleb's part to not get his hands dirty after this HOH, or because he would have been the first member to basically crack the detonators?
He didn't want to be the first one to crack it. Remember, he said that, am I going to be the first one to make that shot? I know we're going to all have to turn on each other soon, but do I want to be the one to make the first shot? Remember, he said that?
Yeah.
So, obviously, he didn't want to make that choice. He didn't want to be the first one to crack the whip.
They're just scared.
I know they're scared, but the more they get scared, the more they're going to push that person towards the end. I mean, you know something? It's double eviction. Let's see who can do this. I'm dying to find out what comes for double eviction tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right now, I just got that edge of your seat excitement feeling,
Yeah, this is what we need at this point is double eviction to spice things up, to get the house exciting again. We'll have a really exciting episode tomorrow night to talk about live, and then even Sunday's episode will probably be somewhat entertaining because there'll be the aftermath of all that. We'll get to see how that went down in the house.
I can't wait to see that. I am dying to see that.
And then Wednesday is going to be things starting to get back to normal, but then before we have a chance to breathe and relax, eviction night is the following night. So this week is going to be a little intense. So
which we need at this point.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. But then that just means that the next week following is going to be equally as boring.
Well, you never know. We're getting towards the end. Oh, dumb. Not to get off track here, but I was showing somebody at work one of our podcasts, and when she was looking at you, you're gonna die. You're gonna literally laugh your ass off. But one of my coworkers said, I said, "Oh, this is the I was telling them I do a podcast with my friends for Big Brother. You know, my friend. You see the one with the cap and stuff like that. He's my host. He's the one that runs the channel, but I'm his co-host. He works. You know, I work for him." So she goes, "He's got a big living room." And I said, "That's not his living room. It's a green screen. That's supposed to be the Big Brother house." She's like, "Oh." I mean, she thought that was your living room. She's go, "He's got one big, nice living room."
It's nice, isn't it?
It is nice. It's the Big Brother house.
Yeah. So,
randomly Burn appears in the background.
So, you guys are super excited for Double Eviction. Who do you think is going to win the first HOH?
Caleb's going out, so I think it's going to be either Derek or Frankie. I want it to be either Derek or Cody again. That's who I want, but in all honesty, I think it's either going to be Derek or Frankie.
Because it's no surprise. I don't think any of us are betting on Victoria actually leaving. It's Nicole going home, right? I don't think
going home.
Any of us are in argument about that.
No.
Okay.
No, but if Victoria wins HOH, I'm going to be like surprised, which I highly doubt.
That's the twist this week is they tailor competitions to one specific person every time. They're gonna put Victoria's competition up. She's gonna win it.
They're gonna do a hair and makeup contest. And
right.
Victoria's gonna win.
And then she's gonna win.
Probably Frankie would win that to be.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, because he's the charismatic. Frankie's charismatic, and he's the beauty.
She won't put up Derek because that's her friend. She'll put up Frankie and Beast Mode, and then Beast Mode will win. They'll put Cody up in his place. Cody will end up going home, and then
no. They don't go home. They go to jury.
Well, it's the same thing.
I know. I knew what he meant.
The evicted house guest.
The evicted house guest.
So, we have Nicole definitely going, and I'd say best case scenario, Frankie goes home.
I hope so.
Worst case scenario, Derek goes home.
Yeah, that would be a surprising scenario. Like, I didn't see that coming.
But if it's going to happen, I see Frankie being the one to do that. It would be at Frankie's hands. If Frankie wins head of household, it's going to be Caleb and Derek. Or Cody and Derek, sorry.
Yeah, and then Cody. I know Cody is still plotting on getting Frankie out because Cody still looks at Frankie as a target, I think.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's enough votes in the House that I think, because Victoria would want to keep Derek because she's got to deal with Derek. Caleb has a deal with Derek. So if that was the case and Cody and Derek are up there, I think Derek's still safe. I don't think there's any way at this point for Derek to go home.
Neither do I. I want him to stay. I mean, I like Derek.
I mean, who can they put up on the block right now? Derek and who that would make Derek leave? I can't think of anybody in the house.
Neither can I, in all honesty. It's confusing. I mean, my brain is spinning. Just saying, now that you put that question in my head, my brain is just spinning.
I can't think of a single person. Derek Victoria. They're going to keep Derek. They're not going to keep Victoria. Derek and Cody. Derek's got enough people in the house. They're going to keep Derek. Derek and Frankie. Everybody wants Frankie out. Let's say just for some reason Nicole stays. They're going to get rid of Nicole. They're not going to get rid of Derek. Derek and Caleb. Beast Mode is such a physical threat. There's no way that they're going to keep Caleb over Derek. So
they would keep Derek.
Out of everybody that you possibly can throw up on the block in this house right now, Derek's staying home. Like, he's staying in the house. So there's no way.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
There's no way. It's impossible. Derek is not leaving tonight or tomorrow night. It's not happening.
Right.
If Derek leaves tomorrow night, I will eat this hat.
I like my running sneakers. Okay, you got me beat. Okay, no, I was gonna make another reference, but I don't want to get Yeah.
So, tomorrow night, supposedly, according to Facebook, we're supposed to be finding out the origins of Beast Mode Cowboy.
Yeah, because they're gonna go see his family, right?
I believe so.
I can't
Possibly.
wait to go. I can't wait I want to look into Caleb's past. That would be so cool.
Yeah. So tomorrow's definitely going to be an exciting episode. They're not going to have a lot of time for outside stuff, which I'm kind of disappointed. We'll probably get like a quick 2 or 3 minute segment of Zach entering Jury House. I'm sure we'll see that.
Yeah.
And Donnie. We'll see Zach and Donnie entering Jury House.
Mm-hmm.
They might not even show Zach entering. They might just skip and show Donnie straight up. Have Zach or do. I don't know. They'll probably edit it in quick, but Zach's would be a much shorter thing than Donnie's would be because everybody was kind of there at the thing when Zach left.
Yeah.
So I don't see them making a big deal out of that one.
Neither do I.
Yeah, so we'll see Donnie and the Caleb thing, and outside of that, I think it's going to be strictly competition.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think. You're smart,
Yeah.
Dom.
You guys have anything else you want to toss in for the episode? Actually, Erika, whatever ended up happening with Big Brother Australia, did we find out?
Anything at all?
Yeah, they're actually going to be starting on TV Monday,
Okay.
and I haven't seen them actually reveal the actual plot, the twist yet. They've been going like day by day, revealing the house guests, but they're not. I don't know. They're not revealing their actual names. It's like nicknames and stuff.
Interesting.
It's really nice. It's a different setup than what we're used to.
Right.
Like
So,
one of them's nicknamed Posh Spice.
oh God.
Oh, wow.
One of them's named Fiery Redhead.
What if it was really Posh Spice?
That would be very annoying.
Now, if it was Baby Spice, on the other hand, that would be a completely different story.
One's named Katie Cupcake.
Delicious.
Oh, God.
Gem Junkie. I'm just scrolling through the list here. Yeah, Posh Spice. I already said that one. I think Posh Spice was the first one. So yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they're just going by nicknames this time. Maybe they're not revealing their full names or something. Maybe that's part
Not
of the
revealing it
twist.
until the show starts.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe part of the twist of the show is they're not revealing their real names.
That might be. Who knows? I mean, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Luke, final thoughts.
Who will be evicted from the Big Brother house? Nicole or Victoria? Plus, it's a special double eviction. It's a week's worth of Big Brother in 1 hour. It all happens tomorrow night, live 9/8 Central on Big Brother.
Excellent. Erika, where can the people find you?
On Twitter at Erika Rain7.
Excellent. Luke, where can the people find you?
On Twitter at Zupa23.
Nice. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, Phenomedom, because I am something like a phenomenon. Erika, where can the people find their lovely offer for Audible.com? You can go to www.offergb.com/SHB lowercase p to sign up for a free audiobook and a free 30-day trial on audible.com. Any book of your choice that they have listed on the website. Great deal. Make sure to check that out. Outside of that, we will see you guys tomorrow night for the live double eviction immediately following the show. Till then, see you guys later.
From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Luke. Peace out.